So it's 2012, and I'm in Malawi on my first study abroad trip, where I also get to experience my first ever rolling blackout. What's a rolling blackout, you might ask? Well, that's when the government says, hey, on Thursday, you're gonna lose all access to electricity. Well, this blackout that was supposed to come on Thursday actually came on Friday, right after I had just paid for enough internet to Skype with my mom. Bonding session over. And it turns out in 2019, there are still approximately 1 billion people that don't even have access to electricity. To remedy this problem, the United Nations has said that by 2030, we will have universal access to clean, modern, affordable electricity for all. But the question we all need to ask ourselves is, what does universal access even look like, and what path should we take to get there? So in the past, when planning out a power system, people have projected an electricity demand and then built the power system in the least cost way to meet that demand. But in my dissertation, we are going to flip this on its head and say we just need to take a different approach, because it's very difficult to predict how much electricity people will use when they have never had access to electricity, right? So we're adding in a new variable, which is a stakeholder's preference for equality, and we're changing that objective function to say we should build the grid in a way that maximizes the benefits we would get from this electricity access. So behind me are the outputs of my mathematical model that I have created in my dissertation. And using this mathematical model, we can manipulate this variable and understand how that would impact the way we should build the power system. So on the left, you have somebody that does not care at all about equality. And on the right, you have somebody that cares a ton. And what we notice are that there are some similarities. So those diamonds that you see, those are very large power plants. And the green lines are transmission lines. And so you see that the diamonds are in the same place. Those two diamonds that are right next to each other, that's the capital city. So they know that the power needs to go where a lot of people live. But even though they've invested the same exact amount of money in each of these systems, the person that cares a ton about equality has not left out those people in those rural communities, and they've invested some of that money in building those transmission lines, which are those green lines. So what can we learn from this? Well, one, it actually matters how much people care about equality, and we should really think about this when we're planning the power system. And two, if you want to reach universal access and you want to know what that path is, well, that path is a path that is paved with equality. So thank you.